Columbus, Ohio. This is the Get Business Credit YouTube channel with your host, Josh Van Horn. Subscribe now and hit the bell notification right now to stay up to date as soon as we release new business credit gems. Take it over, Josh.
I've made videos in the past about the no PG business auto loans, but in today's video, it's all updated for 2023. That's what we're going to cover in this video. A lot of you guys have requested that over and over, so that's what we're covering now. A few things have changed, and that's what I'm giving you guys right now. So if you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button, all notifications turned on. That way you get alerted every time I put out new videos. So you don't want to miss this, stay tuned. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. Today we're going to be covering Ally Bank, Ford Commercial Credit, Toyota Financial Services, Nissan Motor Acceptance, and GM Financial. And towards the end, I'm going to show you guys all the requirements as well. That's going to increase your chances for approval for the no PG auto loans. So first, we're going to go to Ally Bank. Ally Bank is probably the most well-known and easiest one to get approved through. And we'll just cover some things that were on their website, especially vehicle financing, modified trucks, vans, and other commercial vehicles with special business equipment. Comply with accessibility needs by adding lifts and right-handed capability. Heavy-duty truck financing, competitive rates, business name only financing for qualified customers. So as you can see there, it says it right there, business name only financing for qualified customers. Commercial credit line, purchase or lease commercial vehicles, finance most passenger cars as well, light and medium duty trucks, preserve your bank credit line for other business needs, manage your total financing portfolio regardless of the product. So that's basically the gist of things. And stay tuned because towards the end, I'm going to cover like the requirements because most of them have pretty much the same requirements, but I'm going to show you how you go about getting approved and what you actually need. So this is basically what I just read to you guys. Financing in the business name. You're looking for finance commercial vehicles in the business name without affecting your personal credit. There's two solutions. Third-party guarantee, which is, like it says here, when you want to buy or lease vehicles in the business name, but need to secure additional financing. You may act as a third-party guarantee. So this could be yourself acting as a third-party guarantee, but it's only going to be under the business name and being reported to the business credit. Or if you have another corporation, you can do cross-corporate guarantee. So if you have another company, you can actually, and if it's established and has good business credit, you can have that LLC or INC or S Corp be the guarantee for the financing with Ally. Or you can do the business name only. If your business qualifies for financing without the owner's guarantee, you can obtain financing in the business name only. This gives you the ability to save your personal credit for other use. Build credit in your business name, so it will build business credit. They're going to report to all the major business credit bureaus, including Small Business Financial Exchange. The one thing about Ally Bank is you cannot get financing directly with them. What you have to do is you can get this application, fill everything out that's from the applicant information, obviously not the dealer information, but the applicant information. Fill that out. After that, then you're going to go and look for a dealer. It says visit the nearest dealer to see if you qualify. So you can actually do a dealer search to see where a dealership that works with Ally. So yeah, there's several dealerships in my local area. So you'd want to go to one of them, and then I will tell you in a minute what you're going to have to do to tell them to make sure they run it through Ally. Now we're going to go over to Ford Commercial Credit. As you can see here, Ford Commercial Credit. There's traditional financing, flexible terms, no hidden fees, combined billing available, eligible vehicles, new and used, cars through heavy duty trucks, and eligible vehicles are like rentals. So if you want to do this for, say, Toro business, you're not going to want to tell them that you're doing it for like Toro. And then commercial red carpet lease. Basically, this is a lease with Ford Motor Credit. So if you want to get like a couple cars, like sedans or so, then this would be an option. It's up to you if you want to finance or lease. So you can see the commercial lease, flexible terms, no accusation, upfront, administration or termination fees, no mileage restriction or penalties, no charges for excess wear use, upfits can be residual, combining billing, basically what we just covered, but you guys can check out this more. A lot of this is like, say, utility and big vehicles. So that's Ford, but You can see it says your trusted commercial lender, commercial financing, installment, lease, commercial line of credit. So you have multiple choices with them. And depending on your situation, if you want to get Ford vehicles, it might be a good option for you. So now we're going to go over to Toyota business solution financing plans, competitive APR, flexible terms up to 84 months, seasonal payment plans. It's not available in all states. Unlimited miles, no excess wear charges, eligible new, certified, and used Toyota vehicles, new and used non-Toyota vehicles. Loan financing available for limited states. So they have a closed-end lease, flexible up to 60 months. Clients responsible for any excess mileage, early termination charges, opportunity to return the vehicle or purchase it for residual value at the end of the lease. Or you can do the vehicle line of credit pre-qualification, good for 12 months, eliminating the need to go through the entire credit process each time you want to finance additional vehicle. So basically what they're saying there is if you get pre-approved, and I'll show you their application here in a minute, but if you get pre-approved, say for, I don't know, 400, 300,000. So you can basically buy the vehicle, say 2 today, and then say a month later you want to get a couple more, then you can do that as long as it's your vehicle credit line is available. As you can see here, this is the credit application. Don't check any of this stuff, but what you want to do basically is fill this out. Sometimes it's good to do this ahead of time when you're going shopping. If I was going to be in this situation and do this again, I've already done it back in 2018, but if I was going to do this again, then what I'd do is I'm going to apply, get the applications for all these main ones, and then I'm going to go to a big dealership that has a commercial department. Take those applications along with the documents that you need that I will explain later in the end of the video. And then the chances for approval are going to be pretty high. So it's just basic information there. Basically, download it and fill it out. Then you're going to need corporate existence and corporate name, copy of your Secretary of State, articles of organization, articles of incorporation, or your business license. It's good to have all these. If you have them, go ahead and do, your Secretary of State certification, your business license, and your articles of incorporation. Have all those when you go to the dealership. And then financial documentation, you're going to need bank statements. Again, I'm going to go through the requirements at the end of the video. And you'll need tax returns for the 2 most recent years. And you need your personal tax returns. But there's ways around that and stuff. We'll talk about that at the end. Okay, let's get to the next one. Nissan Motor Acceptance. That's their division for vehicle financing for commercial. And features, if you plan on keeping your vehicle or fleet longer than 4 years, Nissan financing is a good option because you own the vehicle and you have more control over how to use it. They have a line of credit, and it's basically a business line of credit that's not only customized for your business, but also helps streamline your lease or purchase process. How to apply: in a couple easy steps, your business can apply for Nissan financing, which also features pre-approved annual credit limits, competitive market rates, negotiable down payment amounts, and officer owner guarantees. So it's not required, but they're saying negotiable for the guarantees. No administration or retention to open and maintain the business line of credit. So basically, it's just similar to Toyota, where they're giving you a business line of credit. So they could give you, say, 200,000, and then you have 200,000. You could get a couple of vehicles today, and then a couple of weeks later, you could get a couple more, as long as it's within the credit limit. And again, their application I will have here. There's their page about the financing. I'm not going to bore you guys with all this. I'll have the links in the description below, and you can read it further. Okay. Application, and then they have a commercial lending line of credit checklist. Here's basically the checklist. So you're going to have to do the application, and you're going to have to do this questionnaire, which is best. So business credit application signed by the borrower, fully completed, including the business structure. Okay, so you want that. And then you want financial statements, current statement in the last 90 days, 3 months basically. And what's best if you have prior 2-year statements, but you don't have to have 2-year tax returns, but it helps. Personal guarantee information, so a credit application on the guarantee, or you can do personal financial statement on the guarantee. So if you don't want your credit pulled personal credit pulled, then you can actually just show them your personal tax returns. And as long as it's, high enough, then you're going to be able to get approved. Or there's corporate guarantee information, credit application on the guarantee. So this is basically your business credit only, no PG. They're going to be more strict. Nissan, I think, is going to be more strict for newer businesses, but I see a lot of people getting approved with Nissan for the $20,000, $25,000 cars. Credit line requested. Don't be crazy on how much you're asking for. Only get what you're actually going to use. And then it just has questions here. All right, so that's that one. Then we're going to go over to GM Financial. GM Financial business purchase. Full ownership allows you to modify your vehicles and drive them as much as you want with buy or lease to own option. This is basically, I'm not going to read all this, but I will have all the, like I said, links in there. Now with GM, if you're going to do a line of credit, it has to be 250,000 or more. Line of credit doesn't mean you have to use that full 250,000, but again, this is like the Toyota and Nissan, where said they're going to approve you for 250,000. You might only need 4 or 5 cars, and they're 25,000 each, so it's 125,000. And then, or you could do the lease, and then you can have it open end where you can buy it at the end of the lease. Okay, their website here basically request commercial financing. Says a little bit about the commercial financing. Now it says inquire about line of credit to expand with your business, complete commercial application. So if it's growing, then you can probably get approved. So to get the no personal guarantee auto business financing, requirements are going to be this. So let's talk about a little bit about the basic requirements. You're going to need to have your be in business, say, for a minimum of, say, 1 year. And ideally, you want to have at least 3 business banking statements, and they need to be producing some cash flow. It doesn't have to be like a high net profit, but it has to have a decent amount of gross coming in frequently. So your average daily balance should be like over $5,000. Just so you guys know, if you're not familiar with this, but there's 3 major, I should say 4 major business credit bureaus, and that's Equifax Business, PayNet, Experian Business, and then there's Dun and Bradstreet, and then there's Creditsafe. So with all those combined, you want to have like 12 to 15 trade lines reporting. As you can see, it says 12 to 15 combined vendor trade lines reporting on Dun and Bradstreet. You want at least 4 or 5 on Experian and Equifax each. So if you have less than this on Dun & Bradstreet, you could still get approved. I would say the most important one are going to be Experian, and Dun & Bradstreet's going to be checked as a backup. A lot of times, the Experian business credit is going to be checked the most. So you want to have at least 1 vendor trade line reporting with Dun & Bradstreet and Experian that has a limit of 7 to 10,000. When I mean limit, a lot of these limits actually say you get $40,000 Sunbelt rental approved. It's not going to actually be reported 40,000. So really what you want to have is a balance, I should say, 7 to 10,000. Say you have a gas card or whatever trade line that's reporting to Experian and Dun & Bradstreet. I know it's not good to carry a balance, but you want to show that you carrying a balance, but you're paying it on time or early, that you've had trade line experience and payment experience with high payments. Reason why that is financial companies, say Ally and Ford, Toyota, all of them, they're going to be looking at if you can afford to pay the monthly payments for a car. Say they're $300 to $500 each. So if you're trying to get, say, 3 cars approved, no PG business auto loan, so you don't want to be able to justify that you can afford $1,500 a month without a problem. So with that being said, you're going to need at least, say, $7,000 to $8,000 gross coming in. Higher the better, obviously. I like to say 10,000 is best, but there's no dead set rules or requirements per se. Business should be in business at least 1 year. However, some do require 2 to 3 years in business. Have a INC or LLC business documents ready. So that means the IRS EIN letter, your state filing documents, such as what you get from the Secretary of State, your business license if you have one, and your articles of incorporation if you have those. Then you want to have bank statements, 3 business bank statements, basically to show the company that you can afford the monthly payment. Now, if you only have like $3,000, $4,000 a month coming in, don't even try because you're not going to get approved. It's best to have like a $3,000 to $5,000 down payment per vehicle. That's going to show the lender that you're serious and you're putting money up. So it's a lower risk for them. So that's going to increase your chances for the no PG. Now, the business owner's personal credit may be pulled for the bank to decide. You should have fair to good credit. Now, I know you might not want to get like all these credit pulls. That's why you should do the applications ahead of time with just the ones that I'm showing you here, the 5 or 6 of them. Now, the other thing too is the no personal guarantee business auto finance requirements. So what you want to do is you go to your local dealer, speak to the finance manager. Salespeople are going to still try to like see they can help you or whatever because they want to get that commission. Tell them you want to talk to the finance manager, and if they have a commercial department, even better. So the bigger the dealership is, the better, because they're going to be more used to commercial auto financing. You want to tell them that you want to apply for the no personal guarantee business auto loan and through Ally Bank, because Ally Bank tends to be the easiest one to get approved and the most forgiving when it comes to, say, blemishes on personal credit and not very strong business credit. They may not be able to give you the best rates, but they're going to be the easiest one. Show all business documents, like I said, bank statements to the dealership's finance manager, and also tell the finance manager that it must not be on your personal credit, or your debt to income ratio could actually hurt your personal credit. Tell them that's why you don't want it on your personal credit at all, because you don't want it affecting your personal credit about, say, your DTI. Just say that you don't want your debt to income ratio affected for your personal credit. That's why you want the no PG auto loan. It's only in the business name only financing. So with Ally Bank, you can shop at any dealership that works with them, not like Ford and GM. They require you to purchase their own cars. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to have the link in the description below. Let's get back to the requirements again. Like I said, this is not a like and all like strict requirements. Say you have 6 or 7 vendor trade lines on Dun and Bradstreet and 4 or 5 on Experian, or 3 on Experian, or 4 on Experian, and vice versa for Equifax Business PayNet. That'll be okay if you have some strong, the business credit that is reporting is strong. It goes from 0 to 100, 100 being the best, 0 being the worst. You want to have that be somewhere in between, like say 75 to 95, and 80 is the target. You want to have those trade lines be reporting at least a year's good reporting, age trade lines, because Experian is going to be the one that's pulled the most. Dun and Bradstreet, you're going to want to check that out as well. See where you stand with Dun and Bradstreet. With Dun and Bradstreet, you want to make sure also that everything is matching across the board on all the business credit bureaus, all of them. It needs a match the same. So this is all like pre-check things you want to do before you even apply, because if names, addresses are off on each of the different business credit reports, then that could actually cause you problems. Because they're giving you, say, no PG auto loans, they need to make sure it's a solid company and everything matches across the board, no problems at all. So you want to make sure that Dun & Bradstreet and Experian both are solid. All the data, filmographic information is correct, like your website, email, all that information, principal officers, all that. So if you guys have any questions at all, put it in the comment section below. But also look in the description. I'll have all these links. You can check it out. But I will be making other OPG auto business finance videos in the near future and kind of dissect into each one. But with all that being said, that's all for this video. Please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Make sure all notifications are turned on, because I'm back. GBC family, I'll be putting out tons of new videos this month and next month. So GBC family, that kind of wraps it up. Stay tuned for other videos that I put out. Maybe that will be in detailed, like Ally Bank. I'll make a more detailed video just covering only Ally Bank. But just stay tuned, okay? Again, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you found this information valuable. Till next time, you guys take care. Bye-bye.